Hi, this is a video to show you how you can automate your SAP processes using the KNIME Server together with the DVW Analytics KNIME connector for SAP. To illustrate this, I've built a workflow in KNIME to identify and extract purchase orders of exceptionally high value within the SAP system. Let's start by looking at the KCS SAP Executor, and it's here where we configure our connection into SAP and define the exact data we want to extract. Here we're extracting data from the table EKPO, the purchase order line item table, and we can define the exact fields we want in the output together with the filters we want to apply. You can see here that we're applying a filter on net value with the idea that we capture exceptionally high value purchase orders that are changed within a given time range. Now we can manually filter on any field in the table, but to make this truly automatic, we can dynamically filter on those fields too. So at the start of the workflow, I've included a standard KNIME tool to create a date range, and that range is very dynamic in that it can be based on today's date. And when I run the node, you see the dates created. I now pass that through a series of KNIME tools in this meta node. They simply take the data range created by the first tool and rearrange it so that it's a single filter that the KCS SAP Executor will understand. Now I'm going to run the executor and it will apply those filters, bringing out the table data that we want, as you can see here in the date range we've calculated and passed in dynamically. Now the final node is just a reporting node using the BIRT standard analytics solutions, and I've just created a report off the back of our data. So we've now created a workflow to extract the data from SAP. We need another workflow now just to push that data out into an email, and here it is. The first two nodes just create a structure and then fill that structure with the output from our first workflow. And you can see I'm creating a PDF here. The next node converts that PDF and pushes it into a file location of my choice. I've then got a node which triggers the send of the email. The send email node does what it says on the tin. I write an email, decide who I'm going to send it to, and tell the node where the file is to attach to the email. Finally, I configure my sender details and we're good to go. Now so far everything I've done is local, so I'd like to now publish all this into the server. To do this, I simply right click on the workflow and select deploy to server and select the location there that I wish to use. Once I've done that, I can hop over to the location in the server. You can see that here, and there's my two workflows. Now I can execute that from here, but that's not really what we want to show. We want to automate that. So let's jump across to the KNIME server, and you can see that there's a tool within there, a workflow within the web portal that allows you to schedule the job to run your workflow. And if I look in there, I can go find obviously my workflow in the server that I've just published. And it gives me the opportunity now to schedule that by day, by month, etc, etc. The alternative, of course, is just to run the workflow directly from the server, and I'm going to do that now for the sake of this demo. You can see I navigate to exactly where I put my workflows and simply run my workflow. That quickly executes from there, extracting the data from SAP according to our dynamic filter, and then sends the email across, and you can see that landing, including all the text I put in there and the attachment, which you can see here. And so hopefully that gives you some ideas of how you can automate your processes within KNIME using the DVW Analytics SAP connector for KNIME. I hope you've enjoyed this video, but if you'd like to see more, please visit us at our website at dvwanalytics.com.